A few days ago, the prince caught sight of a fox spirit devouring a corpse. Sensing danger, the creature instantly turned into a shadow and fled. The prince gave chase, but no human could match a demon's speed. With a light leap, the fox spirit vaulted over a high wall. On the other side lay the imperial palace. Though stopped by the guards, the prince forced his way in, determined to continue the pursuit. At that very moment, the emperor awoke and was furious to see the prince barging in with a sword. He demanded to know if the prince was attempting a rebellion. Panicked, the prince dropped his sword and hastily explained he was chasing a demon. But when he looked up, he saw a stunningly beautiful woman lying on the emperor's bed. In an instant, he realized she was the fox spirit in disguise. Yet when he tried to warn the emperor, he was thrown out. Back in his room, the prince burned with anger, convinced his father had been bewitched. Meanwhile, the emperor was completely enthralled, playing with the woman in the water. When the empress heard the news, she was frantic and decided to risk everything to wake him. Dagger in hand, she quietly approached, but the fox spirit had already sensed her presence and mocked her futile attempt. Not only did the spirit not retreat, it even invited the empress to join in the water. Pretending to agree, the empress moved closer, hiding her deadly intent. At the final moment, she suddenly drew her dagger and struck at the fox spirit. The two fell into the water together, which was soon stained red. Moments later, only the fox spirit surfaced. The empress had died, while the spirit remained unharmed. When the prince heard the devastating news, he was shattered. Consumed by rage, he stormed into the palace, determined to avenge his mother himself. As he swung his sword, the fox spirit suddenly revealed its true form and blocked the attack. The prince watched as it once again slipped into the woman's body. The spirit tried to escape, but the prince refused to let it go. At the critical moment, the emperor suddenly stepped between them. The prince couldn't stop in time and accidentally stabbed his father. With no way to explain himself, he was branded a traitor. The next day, the prince was sentenced to death and would be publicly executed.